We're back talking about Delta Force, baby, and we just got the Gamescom reveal trailer. Okay, it's looking pretty similar to what we saw before, I can't lie, but there is some extra gameplay and extra information that has come out, and people are a bit mixed on it. First of all, we get a look at the beautiful graphics and lighting, and I do love that. However, something looks very strange about the bullet traces to me, and this is starting to indicate towards the fact that this probably will be a much more arcadey game than I think most of us really ever anticipated. We're set here in the future, 2035, forming a new breed of special forces, and it is our chance to take down the dastardly enemies who, you know, like any other FPS game, are probably people that aren't American. It's going to be a squad-based game, however there is going to be some extra little additions that you can add to your character. Things like close combat weaponry, of course there's going to be full gun customization, and here, a tactical exoskeleton. It's an interesting addition. I'm not entirely sure how effective this is going to be, or... well, it looks like we're going back into the way of the power-ups. The actual gameplay that we show, though, is looking very positive. Moving through the maps, taking out people's stealth, or going loud is something that you can do. I'm feeling still a little bit weird about the gun sounds and the gun mechanics themselves. Whether it's just that arcadey style, but they don't feel incredibly realistic, or at least satisfying. Then running through smoke with power-ups is always going to be something that divides attention, but it shows us a little bit of the larger scale stuff. I think what we first saw was more of a look into the single player, the Black Hawk Down campaign inspired, but now we have the Battlefield inspired multiplayer. 4 battles, whether it's armor, tanks, rocket launchers, snipers, helicopters, with different variations of the map, moving through all types of terrain. Whether it's streets, fields, mountains, or of course, helipads and bases on the side of sea cliffs. Well, that's definitely a choice. The reaction has definitely been mixed, however, and I think this is the main talking point of this game. You see, IGN, when they posted their Delta Force trailer, it got 970 dislikes to 2,500 likes, which is not, at least in YouTube terms, a great like to dislike ratio. And this is just down to the way the trailer was portrayed. It seems that most people were excited at the start, showing this more Spec Ops version of stealth kills, moving through different levels with your squad and trying to work out how you can take out different objectives. But then as soon as the bow comes out, the power-ups are achieved and we run through the smoke into the absolute chaos that is a Call of Duty arcadey style of battle. I think that's when people get really lost here. One of these comments, all we wanted was boots on the ground, traditional Delta Force experience. The first short teaser from a few days ago gave us all the hope of the OG Delta Force fans. Now this trailer seems like it's going to be the Delta Force's version of COD Advanced Warfare. But it does have one chance, you see, because Call of Duty is kind of doing its own thing now. They're coming back with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, but it is Battlefield that is the interesting competition, because especially in the final moments of that trailer, it seemed like Battlefield was what they were trying to replicate with these larger scale actions. Yet Battlefield is on the decline at the moment, especially after 2042. It seems like the developers are really struggling to work out what's next for the franchise. So maybe this is the time for an OG franchise like Delta Force that still has the name to bring back old fans can actually make a difference here. Maybe they can actually make some waves in the FPS industry. There is still a lot to be seen for Delta Force, and because it's being developed and released by Tencent, I am incredibly skeptical. I think that is probably a good idea to always stay skeptical of those guys. But hey, at least it's a new title that can give Battlefield some competition. Call of Duty seems to be running away with it at the moment, though.